injection burn. These live views coming from Orion as it looks back on Earth, leaving high Earth orbit. These live views coming from Orion as it looks back on Earth, miles, leaving high Earth orbit, 246,500. We are now 230 miles above Earth, 246,500 miles away from the moon. We have 1 minute left in the translunar injection burn. Everything continuing to look good. We have 1 minute left in the translunar injection burn. We have less than 20 seconds left continuing of to this look burn. Good. This is the final major burn for the We have less mission. Than 20 seconds left because this also serves as our deorbit This burn. Is the final major burn for the mission.
Integrity
because this
like
also serves
burn.
As our deorbit burn.
Integrity looks like a good burn. We're confirming.
Integrity copies.
Confirmation from teams here on the ground to the Artemis II crew aboard Orion. We have confirmation from teams here on the ground cut off to the Artemis II crew aboard Orion. It was a very burn. We have translunar injection burn cut off now 520 miles away. It was a very good burn. Just 5 minutes ago, we were only 115 miles above Earth's surface. Miles away from that distance will continue to increase as we are now 115 miles above Earth's surface. For the first time in over 50 years. That distance will continue to increase as we are now on a trajectory to fly around the moon from the Orion for the first time in over 50 years. As it looks back on Earth following completion of the translunar injection burn. Live views from the Orion spacecraft as it looks back on Earth following completion of the translunar injection home planet on flight day 10 and splashdown around the ocean. It also commits us to a return to our home planet on flight day 10 and a splashdown in the Pacific Ocean. But for now, these views of Earth as Orion starts its journey.
And Houston Integrity, we just wanted to share a little bit of the sentiment up here as we came around the planet. And Houston Integrity, we just wanted to share a little bit of the sentiment up here as we came around the planet. And we're zooming over just 100 nautical miles above it, if you got a moment.
Please, Jeremy, we are all yours.
Successful TLI, the crew's feeling pretty good up here on our way to the moon, and we just wanted with that successful TLI, the crew's feeling around the planet who's worked to the moon to make it as possible that we communicate to everyone around the planet who's worked to make it as possible that we, humanity, has once again shown what we are capable of, and it's your hopes for the future that carry us now on this journey rather than capable of, and it's your hopes for the future that carries
Hugs there at the Capcom console from NASA astronaut and Capcom or capsule communicator Chris Birch. Hugs there at the Capcom console from NASA astronaut and Capcom or capsule communicator Chris Birch with Artemis II backup and Canadian Space Agency astronaut Jenny Gibbons. This is a live view from the Orion capsule looking back on Earth. This is a live view. We are now 18,000 capsule looking back miles away from Earth. When we conducted that translunar injection burn, coming up on about 2 hours ago, we were just 115 when we conducted that translunar injection burn, coming up on about 2 hours ago, we were just 115 miles above to the moon and back home. Obviously, that has increased as 223,000 miles away from the moon to the moon and back home. Currently, this is Artemis mission control now. MET or mission elapsed time 1 day, 3 hours and 10 minutes. This is Artemis mission control now. MET or mission of humans around the moon 1 day, 3 hours and 10 minutes, and we are going to the moon. After a successful translunar injection burn today, we are now over 19,500 after a successful translunar injection burn today. To our lunar neighbor, now 219,500 miles away from Earth, and growing closer to our lunar neighbor is now from Orion, a live view looking back at our home planet. That view on the left side of your screen is from Orion, a live view. You can see Capcom Chris Birch wrapping up dot. And down in the bottom right-hand screen, as well as Flight Director Jeff Radigan. They've been leading the teams throughout Orbit 1 and the translunar injection burn. Jeff Radigan. They've been leading the teams throughout Orbit 1 and the translunar injection burn.
Integrity Houston, are you ready for the event?
Houston Integrity, we are ready for the event.
ABC News.
Houston Integrity, we are ready for the event.
Please call Integrity for a voice check. ABC News.
Integrity, this is Gio Benitez at ABC News. How do you hear me?
Voice check.
Integrity, this is Gio Benitez at ABC News.
Outstanding.
How do you hear me?
We have you loud and clear. How about us?
I hear you loud and clear, and I truly cannot believe that you are quite literally on the way to the moon right now and still speaking with us. Tell me, how do you feel? What's going through your mind? I mean, this must be so incredible speaking with us. Tell me, how do you feel? What's going through your mind? I mean, this must be so incredible because have you allowed the weight of the moment to really fit in here? Have you allowed that to happen?
Well, first and foremost, we all wanted to give a shout out to our families first because we are pretty far from Earth and we have not gotten to say hi to them yet. Well, first and foremost, we all wanted to give a shout out to our families first because we are pretty far from Earth and we have not gotten to say hi to them yet. Mission Control Houston reoriented our spacecraft as the sun was setting behind the Earth about an hour ago. I don't know what we all expected to see at that moment, but you can see the entire globe setting behind the Earth. And I don't know what we all expected to see at that moment, but you can see the entire globe. If you look really close, you can see the northern lights. It was the most spectacular moment, and it paused all four of us in our tracks. If you look really close, you could see the northern lights.
Well, you are making
it was
history.
The most spectacular moment, and it paused all
Christine,
four of us in our tracks.
Hansen, Victor Glover. Congratulations to history. All of you, America. The world is with you. We are watching every moment of this journey, and we will cheer you when you get back. We are watching every moment. Thank you for joining this journey, and we will cheer you when you get back. And along the way, thank you for joining us. Best of luck to you, and safe travels.
This is Mission Control Houston in the Artemis Flight Control Room at a mission elapsed time of 1 day, 14 hours, 21 minutes, and counting. We are coming to you live with our 24/7 continuous coverage. 14 hours, 21 minutes, and counting. Currently, we are coming to you live with our spacecraft is 83,000 miles away from Earth and 172,000 Orion spacecraft is 83,000 miles away from Earth and over the rest of this flight day and coming into the next flight day when the crew will wake up. You will see the distance from this flight day and into the next flight day when the crew will decrease, and that means that we're getting ready to fly around the moon on flight day 6. Decrease, and the crew performed the trans-lunar injection burn yesterday at 6:49 p.m. Central Time. The crew performed the trans-lunar injection burn yesterday at 6:49 p.m. Central Time. Where the spacecraft ignited its main engine on the moon, as I shared, for 5 minutes and 49 seconds to get on the Pacific Ocean. To fly around the moon, as I shared, following the TLI burn, the crew had off the coast of the Pacific Ocean. Completed several activities, including space adaptation to get the crew had lunch more comfortable to being in the microgravity space adaptation to get them. The crew also did some exercise, completed a public affairs event and a window inspection. The crew also did some exercise. They completed a public affairs first official long sleep period. And they are currently sleeping. Began their first official long sleep period, and they are currently sleeping. For now, this is Mission Control Houston. We hope that you enjoy the data visualization of the Orion telemetry. This is Mission Control Houston. We hope that you enjoy the data visualization of the Orion telemetry. Where Orion is, you can check this out yourself by visiting nasa.gov/track Artemis. You can check this out yourself by visiting nasa.gov/track Artemis. For now, this is Mission Control Houston.
Houston, any corrections on the coast maneuver stuck enabled caution? Houston, any corrections on the coast maneuver stuck enabled caution?
No action for the coast maneuver stuck caution. No action for the coast maneuver stuck caution.
Integrity. Integrity.
Hey, all this was a result of the maneuver we're doing for the service module survey we're doing right now. Didn't predict that to happen. Maneuver we're doing for the service module survey we're doing right now. Didn't predict that to happen. We apologize. Y'all can head back to bed.
Thank you.
This is Mission Control Houston coming to you live from the Artemis control room or flight control room. You are hearing this you just heard a conversation between Commander Reid Weisman and the ground here. You just heard a conversation between Commander Reid Weisman and the ground here, where we are moving the solar array wings on the Orion spacecraft to face the crew module and service module. Those are the two items that you're seeing in our data visualization on the screen right now. The crew module and service module. Those are the two items that you're seeing in our data visualization on the screen right now. Any damage post-launch. What the team is essentially doing right now is they are doing, they are surveying the spacecraft for any damage post-launch. Unfortunately, that caused a little bit of noise inside the cabin, and that is why you heard Commander a little bit call up during his sleep. Noise inside the cabin, the crew is doing this and that is why you heard Commander call up during his sleep. The crew is doing this on the ground. The crew is doing this on the lunar flyby. The same active surveying activity will take place once again to make sure there is no damage post-lunar flyby. For now, the same active surveying activity will take place once again to make sure there is no damage post-lunar flyby. For now, coming to you live, this is Mission Control Houston.
Check 1, 2.
Good morning from Mission Control Houston. You are seeing live views right now from one of the solar array wings aboard the Orion spacecraft. You are seeing live views right now from one of the solar array wings aboard the Orion spacecraft while the crew is This is where the flight control teams on the ground here maneuver the solar array wings to take a look. This is where the flight control teams on the ground here maneuver the solar array wings to take a look at the which is on the command module, which is sort of on the top left side of your screen. Surveying activity essentially checks for any damage post-launch. The flight control team on the ground will conduct an additional surveying activity post-lunar flyby. The flight control team on the ground will conduct an additional surveying activity post-lunar flyby. For now, this is Mission Control Houston. And there you have it, the iconic NASA worm logo coming into view. And there you have it, the iconic NASA worm logo coming into view. As the team continues its surveying activity of the Integrity spacecraft. The top part of the vehicle where you do see the NASA activity of the Integrity spacecraft is the crew module, and below that is the European Space Agency's service module. Is the crew module, and below that is the European Space Agency's service module. And configure these cameras to survey for any damage post-launch. You might see some distorted or pixelated images coming down. You might this is coming to you live from the Integrity spacecraft. Or pixelated images coming down, but this is coming to you live from 36 minutes and spacecraft at a mission elapsed time of 1 day, 14 hours, and 36 minutes and counting.
Good morning from the Artemis Flight Control Room here in Mission Control Houston. I'm Noah Ferrangi with NASA Communications. From the Artemis Flight Control Room here in Mission Control Houston. I'm Noah Ferrangi with NASA Communications. Continuous coverage of the Artemis II mission control team. We are coming to you live with 24/7 continuous coverage of the Artemis II. Hours, 50 minutes, and counting. At a mission the crew is time in their sleep period, and they're expected to wake up just under 3 hours from now. The crew is in their sleep period, and they're expected to wake up just under 3 hours from now. Downlinked images from the Artemis II astronauts. We are happy to share these images were taken on Commander Reid Weisman's personal computing device. These images were taken on Commander Reid Weisman's personal computer. We have a spectacular high-resolution shot from inside the Orion cabin. We have one of the windows, spectacular high-resolution shot from inside the Orion cabin at the crew from one of the windows, and there it is, the moon, our home planet. Looking back at the crew as they make their way towards the moon. There we have our image back, but we see our pale blue dot seen through the crew's eyes, but we see we're up there with them. Humanity is sharing, not just for the crew's and suddenly we're up there with them. Humanity is sharing, and that's all of us. Not just for the crew, but for what they have carried with them. We also have a second image that was taken all of us by our Commander Reid Weisman. We also have a second image that was taken. Our home planet is watching and cheering them. Our Commander Reid Weisman. As they get closer to the moon. Our home planet is watching and cheering them that they just captured. Closer to the moon. It was a reminder that no matter how far we go, it wasn't Earth we are that still they just captured. One world. It was a reminder that no matter how far we go, reaching higher. We are still one world. We'll leave you with this image for a couple of minutes, hoping for now, and reaching higher. Mission Control Houston. We'll leave you with this image for a couple of minutes, but for now, this is Mission Control Houston. Good morning from the Artemis Flight Control Room here in Houston. At a mission elapsed time of 1 day, Artemis Flight 15 hours and 35 minutes, we are coming to you live with our 24/7 continuous hours and 35 minutes. We are coming to you live with our 24/7 continuous coverage of the Artemis II mission. The crew is getting their first night's while we are doing a surveying activity. So on the left side of your screen, you will see the solar array wing cameras pointed towards the spacecraft. You will see the solar array while the crew sleeps is checking to see if there was any damage sustained to the vehicle on the ground while the crew sleeps is checking to see if there was any damage sustained to the vehicle over the course of launch. The team will conduct the same surveying activity. For now, as the crew sleeps, let's take a look back on flight day 2. Now, for now, as the crew sleeps, let's take a look back on flight day 2 and the highlights from that flight. This is Mission Control Houston.
And Integrity Houston, we do have you on video for the 4K encoder checkout. And Integrity Houston, we do have you on video for the 4K encoder checkout.
That is great news. Stand by for audio checks with the wireless mic. That is great news. Stand by for audio checks with the wireless mic.
6 hours and 10 minutes since liftoff.
Amy, I just did audio with the wireless mic.
6 hours and 10 minutes since liftoff.
Amy, I just did audio with the wireless mic. Did you copy?
And we copy good audio on the handheld mic. And we copy good audio on the handheld mic.
That is great news. We're ready to call 4K encoder checkout complete if you are. That is great news. We're ready to call 4K encoder checkout complete if you are.
We concur. 4K checkout complete. And whenever you're ready, I have some words about... We concur. 4K checkout complete. And whenever you're ready, I have some words about... It's great to see you all wave 4 smiling voices, and we are really enjoying seeing you up there. It's great to see you all wave 4 smiling voices, and we are really enjoying seeing you up there.
Not as much as we're enjoying being here. Not as much as we're enjoying being here.
This view on your screen coming from Orion, looking back at all of us on Earth. This view on your screen coming from a camera mounted on one of the spacecraft's solar array wings. This is coming from just a little camera mounted on one of the spacecraft's solar array wings. And 12 minutes since launch. Just a little crescent Earth. Now 6 hours the first flight of humans aboard Orion. The first flight of humans aboard Orion.
Houston Integrity on 1 for fan speed / cabin temperature. Houston Integrity on 1 for fan speed / cabin temperature.
Houston's listening.
Amy, is it possible to lower the cabin fan speed a bit? There's a lot of possible to lower the cabin fan speed a bit. There's a lot of airflow in here, and if that is not possible,
Copy, Reid, we understand the request, and we are discussing how to implement. We'll follow up. Copy, Reid, we understand the request, and we are discussing how to implement. We'll follow up.
Yeah, sounds good. No urgency there, but just know that will be our desire down the road. Yeah, sounds good. No urgency there, but just know that will be our desire down the road.
Copy.
Now that the crew is awake, they are going to step into a brief post-sleep period. And then they will begin preparing for the PRG raise burn or PRB burn. And then that burn is scheduled to take place in just under an hour from now, about 59 minutes. That burn is scheduled to take place in just under an hour from now, about 59 minutes until that burn ignition start.
Houston Integrity, good morning. We are with you for PRB Integrity. Good morning. We are with you for PRB
Integrity and Christina, good morning to y'all as well. Things are progressing well with Integrity and Christina, good morning to y'all as well. We can do a quick tag up here shortly once we get our story ready. We can do a quick tag up here shortly.
And this is Mission Control Houston. You just heard a little bit of communication there on the Orion. You just heard a little bit of link between the ground and the Orion spacecraft. And that is so that was NASA astronaut Cristine and the Orion spacecraft aboard the Orion spacecraft. That was NASA astronaut Cristine Koch, who is one of the mission specialists living and working on the Orion spacecraft. Again, there are the Artemis II mission currently living and working on the Orion spacecraft with the team here in Mission Control Control Houston, specifically Cristine was speaking directly with the team here, and that Control Houston specifically serves as the direct voice link between the crew and that flight control position serves as the direct voice link between the crew and the ground.
Houston integrity for cabin temps. Houston integrity for cabin temps.
Go ahead, Christina.
Yes, it is very cold in the cabin. Any chance you can make it warmer? Cold in the cabin. Any chance you can make it warmer so the ventilation is not the cabin blowing as hard? A little bit more so the ventilation is not blowing as hard.
Yeah, Christina, understand. While y'all were asleep, we did. Christina, one of our knobs that we have, while y'all were asleep, we did points. Turn one of our knobs that we have, and that was very small increase in the temperature. And we saw we're going to take a look at some of these small increase in the temperature. And we'll let you know when. And so we're going to take a look at some of these, and we can see if that affects the temperature. And we'll let you know when, in a positive way, we start putting some of that in work, and we can see if that affects the temperature in a positive way.
Our next check with you is for your go/no-go confirmation. Our next check with you is for your go/no-go confirmation.
And Christina, Houston is go for the burn. And Christina, Houston is go for the burn.
Integrity copies. Integrity copies.
Integrity Houston, the solar arrays are in position for the burn. Integrity Houston, the solar arrays are in position for the burn.
Integrity copies.
And this is Mission Control Houston. We are about 1 minute out from the perigee raise burn. And this is Mission Control Houston. We are about 1 minute out from the perigee raise burn. Where the lowest point of its orbit into the correct orbital geometry to set it up for its translator injection, or TLI burn into the correct orbital geometry to set it up for its translator injection, or TLI burn. And that perigee raise burn is now underway. And that perigee raise burn is now underway. And there on your screen, you can see the 8 Pulsex engines on the Orion spacecraft. On your screen, you can see this is a visualization of the Orion spacecraft as we don't currently have live views from the spacecraft itself. This is a visualization of the Orion spacecraft as we don't currently have live views from the spacecraft itself. But this uses the data telemetry from the spacecraft. To last about a minute. Currently, everything is proceeding as planned. Raise burn expected to last about a minute. Currently, everything is proceeding as planned. And we do have confirmation that that burn is complete. It was a good burn.
We're tracking a good burn.
And we do have confirmation that that burn is complete. It was a good burn.
We're tracking a good burn.
And we see the same and with a bonus trim burn. And we see the same and with a bonus trim burn.
And there on your screen you are seeing a live view of the Orion spacecraft. And there on your screen you are seeing a live solar array wing cameras, and you can also see another one of the solar array wings on the bottom right hand of your screen. And you can also see another one of the solar array wings on the bottom right hand of your screen from the Orion spacecraft. Again, this perigee raise burn. This live view comes following that perigee raise burn.
We really appreciate it. It's been a good first report there. We really appreciate it. Orbits are just got a 38,000 mile apogee. We're going to pick up a 2611 checklist apogee. And then we're going to dim the cabin down and get some 2611 pre-sleep checklist. And then we're going to dim the cabin down and get some
great PRB day. Excellent flight day 1, y'all. Get some good rest, and we'll be in touch in a couple hours. Flight day 1, y'all. Get some good rest, and we'll be in touch in a couple hours.
You as well.
Good morning, Artemis II crew. While you're soaring beyond Earth, we're sending a little piece of home Artemis II crew. Here are some messages from your NASA we're sending a little piece of home your way. Here are some messages from your NASA team to brighten your flight day.
From your friends in Air 3 Flight Systems Branch, we are go for exercise.
Mission around the moon from the Huntsville Operations Support Center. Wishing you an excellent mission around the moon from the Huntsville Operations Support Center. From the Marshall Space Flight Center and Science Branch to the crew of Artemis II. From the Marshall Space Flight Center and Science Branch.
We just wanted to wish you a safe trip to the moon from your JSB flight team. We just wanted to wish you a safe trip to the moon from your JSB flight team.
Godspeed, wishing you a safe journey. Sign up, team, wishing you a safe journey.
The journey to the moon. NASA's Launch Services Program. We're so proud to support the journey to the moon.
Houston Integrity, we are ready to go, and that was awesome. Thank you for all of those messages. Integrity, we are ready to go, and that was awesome. Thank you for all of those messages.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Artemis Flight Control Room here at NASA's Johnson Space Center in Houston, Texas. I'm NASA PAO Leah Cheshire Mustachio, NASA's Johnson Space Center in Houston, Texas. I'm a very busy day for the crew, namely with the Trans-Lunar Injection Ready to take you through a very busy day for the crew, namely with the Trans-Lunar Injection Burn this afternoon. That is scheduled for 6:49 p.m. Central Time, expecting a 5-minute and 49-second burn on the OMS engine. The Artemis Real-Time Orbit website visualization closely, you can see we are now under 10,000 miles away from Earth. If you look closely, you can see we are now under 10,000 miles until we get to 115 statute miles above our home planet. Decrease until we get to 115 until they return for their splashdown on flight day 10. That'll be the closest the crew is to the planet until they return for their splashdown on flight day 10.
Houston has completed the poll for TLI. Integrity. When the engine ignites, Houston has completed on humanity's lunar homecoming arc. And when the engine ignites, return Integrity and her humanity's lunar homecoming arc. Houston is go for return Integrity and her crew safely home. Houston is go for TLI.
Integrity copies, and your Integrity crew is go for TLI. Integrity copies. With this burn to the moon, Integrity we do not leave go for TLI. We choose it. With this burn to the moon,
Mission Control is go. The crew is go. You're getting a live view from Orion now of Earth. Mission Control is go. The crew is go. You're getting a live view from Orion now of Earth. 10 seconds until Trans-Lunar Injection burn start. 10 seconds until Trans-Lunar Injection burn start.
Integrity, good engine, good control. Integrity, good engine, good control.
We show the same. Feels great up here.
At MET, mission elapsed time of 1 day, 1 hour, and 14 minutes into the Artemis II mission. Elapsed time of 1 day, 1 hour, and 14 minutes into the Artemis II mission. Statute miles above Earth and 247,600 miles away from the moon. Earth and 247,600 miles away from around the moon. The first humans to do so in over 50 injection burn that will send the crew around the moon. The first humans to do so in over 50 years. Velocity of the spacecraft ticking up, now over 23,900 miles per hour. Velocity of the spacecraft ticking up, now over 23,900 miles per hour. 2 minutes into this 5-minute and 50-second burn. 2 minutes into this 5-minute and 50-second Continuing to get good calls here in Mission Control Houston from all flight controllers. Continuing to get good calls here in Mission Control Houston from all flight controllers.
Integrity, we copy the enabled caution, no crew action.
Over 3 minutes now into the Trans-Lunar Injection burn. Over 3 minutes now into the Trans-Lunar Injection burn. These live views coming from Orion as it looks back on Earth, leaving these live views coming from Orion and beginning its journey to the moon. We are now 230 miles orbit above Earth and beginning its journey to the moon. We are now 230 miles away from the moon. Earth. 246,500 miles away from the moon. We have 1 minute left in the Trans-Lunar Injection burn. We have 1 minute left in the Trans-Lunar Injection burn. We have less than 20 seconds left of this burn. This is the final major burn for 20 seconds left mission of this burn, because this also serves as our deorbit burn mission. Because this also serves as our deorbit burn.
Integrity looks like a good burn. We're confirming. Integrity looks like a good burn. We're confirming.
Integrity copies. Integrity copies.
Confirmation from teams here on the ground to the Artemis II crew aboard Orion. Confirmation from teams here on the ground. Trans-Lunar Injection Artemis II crew aboard Orion. And early reports that it was a very good burn. Trans-Lunar Injection burn cutoff. And
Orion
early reports
now
that it was a very good
miles
burn.
away from Earth.
Just 5 minutes ago, we were
Orion
only
now
120 miles away from Earth's surface. Just 5 minutes ago, we were only to increase as we are now on a trajectory to fly around the moon. That distance will continue to increase as we are now on a trajectory to fly around the moon for the first time in over 50 years. Live views from the Orion spacecraft as it looks back on Earth following completion of the translunar injection spacecraft as it looks back on Earth following completion of the translunar injection burn. To a return to our home planet on Flight Day 10 and a splashdown in the Pacific Ocean. To a return to our home planet on Flight Day 10 and a splashdown in the Pacific Ocean. But for now, these views of Earth as Orion starts its journey.
And Houston Integrity, we just wanted to share a little bit of the sentiment up here as we came around the planet. We just wanted to share a little bit of the sentiment over just 100 nautical miles above the planet. Got a moment. We're zooming over just 100 nautical miles above it.
Please, Jeremy, we are all ears. Please, Jeremy, we are all ears.
Well, with that successful TLI, the crew's feeling pretty good up here on our way to the moon. Well, with that successful TLI, the crew's feeling pretty good up here on our way around the planet who's we just wanted to make Artemis possible. That everyone around the planet who's felt the power of to make Artemis possible. That we firmly felt the power of once again shown what we are capable of. And it's your hopes to the for the future that shown what we are capable of. And it's your hopes to the for the future that carry us now on this journey.
Hugs there at the Capcom console from NASA astronaut and Capcom or capsule communicator. Hugs there at the Capcom console from NASA astronaut and Capcom or capsule communicator. Astronaut Jenny Gibbons. With Artemis II backup and Canadian Space Agency astronaut Jenny Gibbons. This is a live view from the Orion capsule looking back on. This is a live view from the Orion capsule. We are now 18,500 miles away from Earth. We are now 18,000 that translunar injection burn coming up on about 2 hours ago. When we conducted that translunar injection burn coming up on about 2 hours ago. Obviously, that has increased just 115 miles above our planet. Obviously, that has increased exponentially. Currently, Orion is 223,000 miles to the moon and back home. Currently, Orion is 223,000 miles away now. MET or mission elapsed time 1 day, 3 hours and 10 minutes into the Artemis or mission elapsed time 1 day, the first flight of humans around the moon and 10 minutes into the Artemis II and we are going the first flight of humans around the moon after a successful translunar injection burn today. And we are going to the moon after a successful translunar injection burn today. We are growing closer to our lunar neighbor, now 222,000 miles away from the moon. And growing closer to our lunar neighbor, view on the left side of your screen is from Orion, a live view. Looking back at our home planet, that small dot. And down in the bottom right-hand screen, you can see Capcom Chris Birch wrapping down in the bottom right-hand screen, you can see as well as Flight Director Jeff Radigan. They've been leading the teams today throughout as well as Flight Director and the translunar injection burn. They've been leading the teams throughout Orbit 1 and the translunar injection burn.
Integrity Houston, you ready for the event?
Houston Integrity, we are ready for the event. Houston Integrity, we are ready for the event.
This is Mission Control Houston. Please call Integrity for a voice check. ABC News, this is Mission Control Houston.
Integrity, this is Gio Benitez at ABC News. How do you hear me? Integrity, this is Gio Benitez at ABC News. How do you hear me?
Outstanding. We have you loud and clear. How about us?
Outstanding. We have you loud and clear. How about us? I cannot believe it. You are quite literally on the way to the moon right now and still speaking with us. You are quite literally how do you feel? What's going through your mind right now? I mean, still speaking with us. This must be so incredible. Tell me, how do you feel? What's going through your mind? I mean, this must be so incredible because have you allowed the weight of the moment to really fit in here? Have you allowed that to happen?
Well, first and foremost, we all wanted to give a shout out to our families first because we are pretty far from Earth and we have not gotten to say hi to them yet. We all wanted to give a shout out to our families first because we are pretty far from Earth and we have not gotten to say hi to them yet. About an hour ago, where Mission Control Houston reoriented our spacecraft as the sun was setting behind the Earth. And I don't know what we all expected to see in that moment as the sun was setting behind the entire globe. And I don't know what we all expected to see in that moment. But you can see the entire globe from pole to pole. If you looked really close, you could see the northern lights. Africa, it was the most spectacular moment. If you looked really close, you could see the northern lights. It was the most spectacular moment, and it paused all four of us in our tracks.
Cristine, Koch, Jeremy Hansen, Victor Glover. Congratulations to all of you, America. The world is with you. We are watching every moment of this journey, and we will cheer you when you get back. And along this journey, and we will cheer you when you get back. And along the way, thank you for joining us. Best of luck to you, and safe travels.